So nobody gets to heaven by being good or having good morals. Good works are a result of being a Christian, not the means of becoming one. In fact, I thought that being a good person would totally qualify me to be a Christian. It's counterintuitive, and that's why so few people understand something so fundamental. But Christians do not believe in being good, nor do they think that being good will get you any points. The only thing that matters is being forgiven and being repentant. I was christened as a baby. Is this totally now meaningless? Of course, there are so many people that think if you're christened with holy water as a baby, you're all good. But of course, if it was as simple as that, then we walk through the streets spraying the general population with specially blessed water from fire hoses, for example. Far fewer would call themselves Christians if they were released, knowing meaningless ceremonies are useless if it comes with some kind of genuine faith, once again. Right, there are lots of other practices that don't make you a Christian. What are they? Well, being British doesn't make you a Christian. Eating fish on Fridays doesn't make you a Christian. Not even going to church. Praying, for example. None of these make you a Christian. The only thing that makes a person a Christian is whether or not they have faith to believe. So what is faith? For Christians, the faith you need is faith in Jesus to save you. It's nothing more and it's nothing less than that. Okay, the reason we're not progressive regarding our issues is that because of any phobias. It's not because of any phobias. Yes, I came to church with issues, and I thought it was something, curse or phobia that I was hanging upon. Well, it's true that we continue to draw certain lines in the sand on issues of morality, but it's not because we're afraid of change, nor is it coming from judgmentalism. The most basic belief all Christians share is that we're all sinners in need of God's kindness. And that precludes any allowance of self-righteousness or judgment. But we also believe that God has a best plan for our flourishing, and we don't get to simply make up the rules, since the road inevitably led to tragedy and oppression. Most of the deepest moral instincts come from the Bible. The instincts we think are either common sense or part of every fabric of nature, such as equality, human rights, justice. All of these and many more have been embedded in our culture from centuries of exposure to the Bible. Now that we are Westerners and have largely abandoned our Christian heritage, well, we're like a jumbo jet now, suffering engine failure. We continue to glide. It's not long before this thing will plummet to the ground. Morality without a moral lawgiver is arbitrary and vulnerable. Likewise is a Christian without the need for the Bible. So does Christianity believe you live for eternity? The only question is, where is eternity? Some people think that if Christianity is to survive and be a witness, therefore talk of an afterlife and definitely no hell. Besides the fact that this strategy doesn't actually work, the more liberal church becomes, the more empty it gets. There are some very pretty formidable reasons to believe that eternity is real. The most important reason of all is that the fact that Jesus came back from the dead. A fact attested by hundreds of his witnesses. That is why it's worth listening to the only person in history who spoke with anything like authority on this subject.